Okay, so that's about demand. Punta naman tayo sa supply. So what is supply? So syempre supply naman is the relationship between the price of a good and the quantity supplied. So yung ating QS. So kung dun sa demand, the relationship is inverse, but the higher the price, the lower the quantity demanded. So dito naman sa supply, syempre the higher the price of the product, the higher the quantity supplied. Kasi ang suppliers daw ay mukhang pera. Hindi, joke lang. Anyway, so syempre, the higher the price of the product, it will encourage the producers to produce more or to supply more. Okay? So, saan ba tayo? Ayan. So, syempre, the relationship, it can be seen, kung meron tayong demand curve, meron din tayong supply curve. And, so, ano nakita nyo naman sa supply curve? Diba, yung demand curve kasi pag ganun, negative slope. So, yung supply curve naman, ito, direct positive slope. Okay. So, next, let's go to, kasi hindi ko na ipapakita yung yung change in supply and change in quantity supplied. 'Di ba? Kasi alam niyo na, ganun din 'yon, same lang sa change in demand and change in quantity demanded. So, class, punta na tayo dun sa factors affecting supply. So, again, don't memorize, you need to understand each item. So we have the following: production cost, number of producers, price of substitute goods, price of complementary goods, expected future prices, technology or yung developments, government subsidies, government tax and tariffs, and special influences. So first, yung ating production cost. So let's see the higher the production cost, gaano kadami yung ipoprovide na supply? Anong relationship? The higher the production cost, syempre, the fewer the supply. Yeah, kasi mahal yung production, so hindi masyado magpo-produce. So the relationship is inverse. Inverse. Okay? Next, the number of producers. So mas maraming producers, mas maraming output, mas maraming supply. So that is direct relationship. Okay? And then next, price of substitute goods. So, ano ulit yung substitute goods? iPhone and Android. O, yan. So, let's say iPhone and then Android. So, ang substitute good, let's say Android. So, the higher the price of Android, anong effect niyan sa supply ng iPhone? Kasi kung mas mataas ang price ng Android, nandun yung pera. Diba? So, mas gusto ng suppliers or producers to produce Android rather than iPhone. So the higher the price of Android, the lower the quantity supplied for, or the lower the supply for iPhone. So the relationship is now what? Inverse. Okay, inverse. And next, so the price of complementary goods naman. So ano ulit yung complementary goods? Cars and gasoline. So let's say the higher the price of gasoline, anong effect niya sa supply ng cars? So kung mataas yung price ng gasoline, it will also increase the supply for cars kasi nandun yung pera. Nandun yung pera sa cars and gasoline. So direct relationship. Okay? Next, expected future prices. So let's say it is expected that the prices of the product will increase in the future. So ano mangyayari sa supply? It will increase. But direct relationship. Kasi kung expected ng mga producers, tataas ang presyo niyan, magpo-produce sila na magpo-produce. Diba? So, more supply, direct. Okay, next, technology. So, ano naman to? The higher or the better the improvements in technology, anong effect niyan sa supply? So, kasi kapag naging better yung technology, more advanced, mas mabilis na yung production. So, it will increase the supply. So, better technology, more supply, direct relationship. Okay? And then, next, government subsidies. Class, ano ba yung government subsidies? Siyempre, ito ay support coming from the government. Okay, so ano ba yung mga activities na sinasubsidize ng government? Siyempre, yung mga important activities. For example, agriculture, di ba? Yan yung best example ng nakaka-receive ng government subsidies. So, more government subsidies, so syempre, lower cost yun on the part of the firm. So, more government subsidies, more products or more output, direct relationship. Okay? So, next, governments and tariffs naman. So, ito yung opposite ng subsidies. Kung itong subsidies, ang purpose niya to support the activities, ito naman tax and tariffs, syempre to discourage. So, ang best example natin dyan ay, for example, production ng mga alcoholic beverages or mga cigarettes, di ba? So, the greater or the higher the government tax and tariffs, anong effect sa supply? Siyempre, it will decrease the supply. Higher taxes, lower supply, inverse. Okay? And other special influences, so ito yung mga batas or any other influences that could affect the supply, depends on the condition. So, kung favorable, it will increase the supply. Kung unfavorable, it will decrease the supply. Okay? So, those are the factors affecting supply.